right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel, guys. Say hello to Ren and Stimpy and Powder Toast Man and Loggin TV, and let's get started, guys. Here's the deal. This is a Jake Hoback Knife, the Summit. And already I know off the top of this review that I'm going to have to say some things that I don't want to say when I do a review. There's been some controversy lately about where Hoback knives are made. A lot of people made assumptions, in my opinion, that their knives were all made in America. I've never seen a place on the box or on the paperwork or on Jake Hoback's website where it has ever said that their knives were made in the USA. And when I reviewed the Hoback Enoch, I know for a fact that I said that their knives were parted out from different places, different countries, and that they were assembled here in the USA. And apparently when I did my unboxing of this, I made a mistake and said made in the USA. And what I meant was assembled in the USA. And so I know that created some confusion, and I very much apologize. Now, since then, Jake has absolutely put up, and again, they have sent me an email to confirm with me that of where knives are made. Now, this one, the Summit, is made in China. The Hoback Summit, the Sumo, was made in China. Apparently this, I did not know this, this Goliath, and I never did say in my review where this one was made, but apparently this one was made in China. And so each of you, I'm just going to say this, I'm going to do the review here in a minute like I would do a review. And each of you has to decide, you know, now that you know where the knife is made, if that bothers you, if the pricing based on that bothers you. I'm not here to debate that and talk about that. I'm glad Jake has come out and put up a list. I'm told there's always been sort of an origin statement on his website from different people, but I know there was some confusion based on what some other retailers had put up on their sites, apparently what I said, and what like the fact that his knives were sold by USA Made Blade. But all I can tell you guys is we're going to talk about this knife. I asked to check out this knife, and they gladly sent it here. I am going to send it around to next. Nick from Stasa23 is going to get it, and then other reviewers are going to get it. And, you know, you guys have to make up your mind on it. So we're going to do a review now after 2 minutes and 40-something seconds in, and there you go. So this is the Hoback Summit, guys. I'm not going to go through, because I did in my unboxing. His packaging is pretty awesome. You get the card. Matter of fact, I am going to take that out with the specs on it. But you get, well, that's the Goliath one. Why did I put that in there? There we go. There is the patch you get for the Summit. I love that patch. As a matter of fact, we're going to put the little patch out here because I dig that little patch. But his boxing is really, really cool. I really dig that. Super awesome. Ow. And now I'm knocking my camera everywhere. So this is a huge knife. And when I saw it and I knew it was a frame lock, I knew there was some issues on the Sumo. And it looked to me immediately like they had addressed the pocket clip. And again, I know there was some lockup issues with the button lock. And so they've addressed a lot of things by making this a big frame lock. Now, this is huge, guys. This is 9.7 inches overall, so almost a 10-inch knife. Now, these are currently available. There's this guy with the blue ano, a purple ano one, and a blackout version, and they're available over at White Mountain Knives. You know, you can get 10% off with the code KnivesFAST at checkout, $625, and again, that is between you and Mr. Hoback, whether you or you and your money, I should say, whether you want to purchase this or not, or the Sumo or whatever. But all that info is now out there. Now, this is a thumb stud knife or a fuller knife. Let's go ahead and start with some basic things. So you do have blue anodization on the clip and on the pivot. Wow. The clip still has this turn up to it. Oh, by the way, blue on the back spacer as well. But now it's up in the middle of the handle, and we'll talk about that more in a minute. It is a big old frame lock with this nice cutout. Now, you do have some sort of a plate right here. We all been talking about this. When you take the pivot off, that's stuck there and not coming out. So I have no idea what that plate is for. If anybody figures that out at some point, let me know, but I don't want to pry it off. I'm not doing that. You do have a lock bar interface, over travel stop there, and some nice milling here on the back spacer, almost all the way through, external stop pin, and it does run on bearings, I believe. Let me double check. Well, it's not on here, but I'm 90% sure this guy's running on bearings. Let's see what I see. Yeah, it's got to be bearings, but you do have this nice slot. Either way, either with the slot or with the thumb stud, you can thumb deploy this. That was with the slot. Here's with the thumb study thing. Maybe a thumb disc kind of thing. You can middle finger flick it with the slot. You can middle finger flick it with the stud. And guys, it is a dropper. Now you notice I kind of have gotten to the point, because it is such a big heavy blade, that I kind of hold it like this where it drops to my thumb to keep from getting cut. Now I haven't gotten cut by this one, which is great. Nice and dead centered. The lockup is about, I'd say 20, 15 to 20 there. Nah, no blade play, nice and hard there. No lock rock. Nice and firm on the lockup. Again, made in China. Don't know by whom at this moment in time. I'm sure at some point somebody will come out. I've heard some rumors, and I don't report rumors. So, and no, that's from working earlier, and I bashed that has nothing to do with this knife. So sorry about that. Now, what I do like is this thumb stud gives me a really nice thumb stop here, or a thumb ramp. I really like that. You can go in front of it and kind of grip real tight, or you can go behind it. I like that about the thumb disc. There's part of me that once it's done going around to other reviewers, I may take the thumb disc off just to see what it's like. I know there's going to be a little channel in the blade there. You can see there where it's cut in. But yeah, I might try that. I don't know. But I also don't mind this a lot. I've heard you can use it to wave. I've not done that because I'm not into the wave technology thing. You do have a nice sharpening choil there, and just really well done. Now, as far as the grip goes, guys, yeah, plenty of room. This is a 5.5 inch handle. So for my 4-inch hands, there's plenty of room. Now, nowhere to choke up, but you don't need to. Plenty of room here. Good ergos. And again, because this is such a big round handle, big handle, that pocket clip is not an issue for me. Now, can you feel it in your grip? Sure. Does it hurt? Is it a hot spot? Absolutely not. And you can get way out here, guys, for whatever kind of cutting you're doing. Sorry about that. That is not from the knife. That is just typical me this time of year. Because of dry skin, I start to, have issues like that. And bashed it working last night, working a baseball game while tearing down my camera. And it just decided to open back up while I'm moving my hands around here. So sorry about that. Excuse me. As far as specs, this guy is titanium and M390. That is a huge chunk of M390 steel that you can see, nice and thick stock, guys, but it does come down to a very nice edge. And I did this in my unboxing, but I will do it again if I can grab a piece of paper off of my stack here. All right. It is definitely a sharp, crazy, slicey knife. You can see that there. So really, really nice in that regard. Really dig it. Now, it is 0.1875 inches thick, stonewash finish, blue anodized accents, 8.5 ounces, and the blade is 4.375 inches. So just a really, really cool knife. I dig it. I can't wait to pass it around and see Stasa test this guy out. But I have enjoyed carrying it. Now, let's talk about carry real quick. A lot of you are saying I'm not carrying an 8.5 ounce knife. I got to tell you, it carries a lot smaller and a lot lighter than the numbers say. I carried it in my pocket because you got this nice flat bottom here, and the part that comes out comes off to the other side of your pocket. I can get my hands down in there real nice. It carries pretty slender, and it did not feel heavy to me. Now, your experience might be different than mine. I did not have a problem with that, but big knives, you guys, whoops, my finger got in the way. You guys know big knives don't bother me at all. So there you go, guys. That is the Jake Hoback Summit. Hey, let me know we're probably not going to all agree, but let me know your thoughts in the comments, both on the knife and on the situation, and let's hear it, guys. And again, Hoback has been so great to me. They've sent out the Enoch, then they sent out the Goliath. Again, whatever you think about them, they are really nice people over there. And we'll see how they come out on the other side of this, or if anything changes. And, what your thoughts are about the pricing, and they may listen to that as well down the road. I don't know the answer to that, but we shall see, how this turns out. So, guys, thank you ever so much for checking this out. Please give me a comment, give me a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. And thank you ever so much for watching the Knives Fast channel.